What's going on, YouTube? I really wanted to make this video. Well, first off, I've contemplated whether I should or should not make this video. Been contemplating on this for probably the last few weeks. Whether I should make a video about it and talk about it. I don't want anybody to feel like I'm quote unquote hating on Jay Morrison, but I truly love my people. I truly love my community. I truly care about the well-being and the future of us as a community, of us as a culture. And I really hate to see our people being used, manipulated, hustled, and taken advantage of. And in my eyes, that's what Mr. Jay Morrison is doing. He's hustling our people. He's playing off black fear and black paranoia, which is a very profitable business. Jay Morrison is not the only person hustling black people based off their fears and their innermost paranoia. But he's the person that I'm going to talk about today. First things first, I met Jay Morrison probably maybe about 2 years ago, maybe a little bit longer. Met him at one of his corner classes in Atlanta, Georgia. Met him, talked to him, chopped it up a little bit with him, kind of filled him out a little bit. And I was actually I hate to use the word fan being a grown man, but I was actually a fan of the brother. You know what I mean? I was a supporter of him. You know, I really thought that we finally had a brother who was looking out for our people and not trying to hustle our people. But sadly, Jay Morrison is nothing but a pimp in a fancy suit with a nice smile and articulate dialogue. He's a hustler, and he's hustling our people. And it really makes my blood boil, man. Because I hate to see our people take advantage of our people. Because not only do our people take advantage of our people, but everybody else tries to take advantage of our people. You know? Everybody else tries to dig in our pockets, dig in our wallets. But getting back to Jay Morrison, again, I met him at a corner class in Atlanta, went to listen to the brother talk and what have you. And I went into that, like I say, a big supporter of the guy. And I left there kind of with a small bitter taste in my mouth. He had his corner class. He talked about real estate, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But the overall thing, what he was doing, it wasn't so much that he was out there to help our people. He really was out there to market and promote himself. He was being a salesman. You know, it wasn't so much about him coming out here doing this 24-hour corner class to help the black community, to help the black people. He was out there to make money, pure and simple. He was out there to make money, to make a profit. That was his purpose of being there. He's a very smart, conniving hustler. And anybody who's a good observer of people, I'm not telling you anything that you hadn't already figured out by now as far as Jay Morrison goes and his ulterior motives. So I'm not coming on this video speaking about him as if I'm somebody that never met him and talked to him, because I have. Like I say, I talked to him at his corner class. Even bought one of his books at his corner class, you know? And he was charging like $25 for this book, which is not a hard copy book. You know, it's only like 100 pages with a lot of grammatical errors in there. Obviously, it wasn't edited properly. But I still paid $25 for this 100-page book, which is really shouldn't have been no more than $9.99, to be honest with you. It's not worth more than $10. It's only 100 pages. But Jay Morrison, he had his corner class, and once he was done, he started just promoting himself. He started promoting his coaching courses. He started, promoting his book. He wanted everybody out to go buy his book for $25. And that was really the gist of what I got out of that class. Like this guy's really out here just trying to promote himself. You know what I'm saying? Promote the things that he was planning on doing in the future. So again, it wasn't so much about helping the black people out. It was about Jay Morrison. The book wasn't the only thing he was selling out there, but that's what I bought. I wanted, I felt like I was doing the right thing by supporting the brother. So I went ahead and bought one of the books. But as of late, man, these last, probably within the last 12 months, man, in my opinion, Jay Morrison has really just been showing his true colors. We can go as far back as that whole Houston's ordeal that he was involved with when he was out there protesting over racial discrimination, which really we kind of going down the wrong streets once we start claiming we're being racially discriminated against black people. That whole thing in Houston was just bad attitude versus bad attitude. That's what it all boiled down to. Bad attitude versus bad attitude. The people that was telling him that they wouldn't sit him for whatever reason, whatever. This was a sister. This was a black woman. You know what I'm saying? She actually had the authority to say, you know what? I'm going to make an exception. Y'all go ahead and have a seat. But no, they had such an entitled attitude and such a nasty demeanor that she didn't want to deal with them. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. If I was in her shoes, I would have told them to get the hell on too. I ain't got time to deal with y'all. Get the hell on. Go on somewhere else and eat. So him and his, at that time, I guess Ernestine was his girlfriend, fiance, but now they're married. But anyway, they pulling out their cameras and they go, oh, we being racial discrimination. Man, get out of here. That was not no racial discrimination. That was just entitled people not getting their way, and they had a hissy fit about it. That's all it was. So he gonna go drag all people out there looking crazy, protesting over some steak. That was him being opportunistic. He knew what he was doing. That was him gaining the publicity that he needed to do what he's ultimately doing right now. That's all that was. That's all that boiled down to. It was a publicity stunt. If he was a rapper, we'd have said that was a publicity stunt, because that's all it was at the end of the day, a publicity stunt. Then the guy, he had the nerve, he had the audacity to charge his people $50 to watch his wedding. The same people who supported him, stood by him, defended him. Why would you not, Jay Morrison, why would you not want these people to have the opportunity to watch your wedding for free? This is supposed to be, outside of probably having your kids, the most glorious, best day in your life. But you want to charge your own people $50 to watch a wedding, a live stream. Now, I'm not saying he was charging $50 for you to come to the wedding. I could probably somewhat understand that. But he wanted to charge his people $50 to live stream his wedding. Yes, $50 just to watch his wedding. He didn't stop there. He also set up a crowdfunding for people to pay for his honeymoon. Yes, he was advertising that. He was seeking donations so him and his wife could have the best honeymoon they could have, living their best life. He was asking his supporters to donate. This is supposed to be a millionaire, y'all. How many millionaires do you know ask for people to donate so they can have a good honeymoon? How many millionaires charge people $50 to watch their win on the internet? And then I know some people gonna say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You know, he didn't ask nobody to donate. That was crowdfunding. Get the hell out of here. That's a donation. That's all it is. This man's supposed to be a multi-millionaire. That's a donation. If I go out there and get married tomorrow, I'm not going to ask anybody to donate to my honeymoon or to pay to watch my wedding. And I'm nowhere close to a millionaire. Not even close. Nowhere near it. Nowhere. But this so-called millionaire was charging our people to watch his wedding and to fund his honeymoon. Really. And it didn't stop there. From what I gathered, his wife was actually charging for her bridal shower. I think for like $25. These people are hustlers. They're hustling black people, man. That's all. That's what he's doing. This whole, Young Malcolm thing that he done adopted, man, this brother obviously hadn't done his homework on Malcolm, for one. He don't live the same life that Malcolm lived. He don't abide by the same morals that Malcolm had. He don't have the same principles that Malcolm had. For one, Malcolm would have never, ever been begging the white man to sit down at the white man's table and eat the white man's food. Malcolm would have never allow himself to be that small to sit out there and beg the white man to come in his establishment and hug him and give him a kiss on the cheek. That's not young Malcolm. I don't know who that was, but it's definitely not Malcolm. So Jay Morrison, he really needs to go do his homework. He really needs to find him a new moniker, because he's nothing like Malcolm. I know that sounds cool, and that's really just to tug at black people's hearts. You know, he knows how the black community feels about Malcolm X. So he feel like if he calls himself young Malcolm, he calls his wife young Betty, that's going to tug at your heart. It's going to tug at your emotions. And eventually it's going to get you to go in your wallet or your purse. That's all this is, a hustle, man. I worked for a Fortune 500 company for 17 years. And all 17 years I was in marketing and sales. I know what target marketing is. I know what marketing is. Jay is doing target marketing. He's marketing to a demographic of black people. You ever, if you look at some of his videos, his YouTubes or whatever, this young Malcolm, he pulls up in front of a mansion in a Rolls Royce. You know, so that's target marketing. It's more like watching a rap video, and that's the crowd he's going after. And it looks like so far it's working for him. And to be honest with you, I don't like it, because I know he's playing our people. He's manipulating our people. And I'm just tired of saying it. I'm tired of the show he's putting on. He's hustling our people. And somebody needs to say it. And I'm glad, because I do go on YouTube and I look at different things, and a lot of brothers, a lot of sisters are finally calling this man out, because a lot of us we're tired of it. We're fed up with it, man. You hustling our people. You ain't a man for our people. You trying to take every dollar, nickel, quarter, and cent you can get out of our people and squeeze out of our people. That's what you're doing, Jay Morrison. I watched one of his videos, and he was trying to get people to donate to his Tulsa fund. And I'm paraphrasing here, but he said something to the effect of, you know, hey, don't go out and buy the new Jordans or go out and buy the latest bag. You know, you need to donate to the cause, donate to our people, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then 10 minutes later, he says on that same video something like, well, I was in a Gucci store and I met 21 Savage in there. Let me repeat that. I was in a Gucci store. But he's telling us to don't go out and spend our money on frivolous things, but you in a Gucci store. You out there shopping for $3,000, $4,000 bags, $600 t-shirts. And then you'll turn around and ask the black man for $500. Or you ask the black man to help fund your honeymoon. But you're in a Gucci store, bro. Young Malcolm. Remember that. Young Malcolm. I'm almost willing to bet Malcolm X never had anything Gucci on his life. He probably wouldn't even wore anything Gucci, anything from a luxury designer. That wasn't Malcolm. That wasn't Malcolm to his core. That wasn't Malcolm in his heart. Jay Morrison don't know nothing about Malcolm X. He just know that he can use that moniker to take advantage of people, which is exactly what he's doing. Then I was watching one of his videos, and he was introducing the lawyer, his SEC lawyer, who I guess set up the Tulsa real estate fund as far as the SEC filing goes. This is a white woman. So I'm wondering and thinking to myself, well, in this whole thing about black power, black empowerment, rebuilding the black communities, generational wealth within our community, And he's based out of Atlanta now. So you mean to tell me in Atlanta, Georgia, of all places, anybody ever been to Atlanta, you know that's a black city. You could not find a black lawyer to give $50,000 to? You mean to tell me now you couldn't find out one reliable, qualified black lawyer to use? You know, y'all gotta start, we gotta start checking these people, man. And stop getting caught up in the hype. Jay Morrison is about hype. He's a hustler. He's a good hustler. I'm gonna give him credit for that. He knows how to hustle. He knows how to talk. He knows how to draw you in. That's exactly what he's doing. And I could continue talking on this, man, but I didn't want this video to be no more than 8 minutes, and it's already going on 16 minutes. So I'm gonna kind of just cut it out right now. I might even do another video about this because I do got a lot more to say. But I just don't want to be all long-winded. I just want to kind of get some quick points across and let y'all know, man, this dude is a wolf in sheep's clothing. You know, he's a wolf in sheep's clothing. You tell some people that, then they'll come back and tell you, well, man, look at everything Jada did for black people. You just hang. Look at everything. What has Jay Morrison done for black people but take from us? What has he done but take? He ain't done that for black people. Jay Morrison has done for Jay Morrison. He ain't done that for our community. So we need to get off that. And I'm out of here.